Hi everyone, these are all the Holbein oil pastels that I own, and I keep them together with my nail pastels. I don't have the full set, but I've been using them more lately and I've been getting questions about them, so I thought I would share my thoughts about this line. I will leave a link in the description box to the blog post with more info and the photos of the swatches. I'm doing the swatches on a grey sketchbook page instead of my usual paper for paintings, because here you can see the differences in opacity. When I use pastel paper or a sanded surface, they end up being more or less equally opaque, and it's not something I notice. But when I'm using more regular papers, like this one, I do. According to Holbein, their oil pastels feel and move like a chalk pastel, but without the dust. I don't personally agree with them. They are very nice oil pastels, but they don't behave like soft pastels. They are oil pastels, and that's fine. In my opinion, they have a medium hardness, quite similar to neopastel or Mungyo. They are easy to work with and easy to blend and to layer, but they aren't buttery soft like senneliers. When I first tried them, I was a little bit disappointed because I had read many reviews saying they were the absolute best, and I don't know what I was expecting, but they didn't blow me away. They were nice, but just as nice as the others, although pricier and harder to find. They come in a square shape, and I used to prefer a cylinder shape. That's what I was used to, but that's something I don't care about anymore. They don't come with a wrapper around them, and that used to put me off quite a bit because it also makes them messier than they need to be. But I've gotten used to it, and I've even started removing the wrappers of some of my other pastels. Not senneliers because those would melt on my fingers, but the rest. They come, however, on an individual plastic case, at least when bought open stock. I don't know if you buy them in a big set. But in this way, they arrive to you well protected and clean, but I don't find the cases useful for anything else, so they end up in the trash. At the beginning, I was trying to keep them in their cases, each of them, but I think that's the main reason why I wasn't reaching for them, because they weren't ready to go, and it was a pain to have to remove them all every time, and yeah, they were sitting on a drawer for months, many months. So, like I said, my opinion about them has changed. Something that has put them above neopastel for me is the fact that they don't smell. Neopastel stink, and every time I open the drawer, it hits me in my face, but these don't bother me, so from now on, I will only be repurchasing the neopastel colors that are not available on the Holbein range. Just for this reason alone, just because of the smell. Mungyo oil pastels are just as great, but I cannot find them open stock anywhere. If they are available to you, that's what I would recommend. Another thing is that the color palette that they offer is much nicer, in my opinion again, because this is all personal preference. But for me, comparing neopastel to Holbein, the Holbein color palette is much nicer because they have many more shades that are muted, which I find most oil pastel ranges lack, and those are the colors that I find more useful. I don't tend to reach for the most saturated colors that often, and instead I prefer to have more subtle shades, and you can see many of those in the demonstration here. Of course, I use saturated colors as well, but they are not everywhere. So the foundation of my paintings are usually more muted shades and then some bright pops of color. But most ranges don't offer muted shades, so in that regard, the Holbeins are a really great addition to my collection. When choosing which oil pastels I was going to get, I tried to only buy the colors that would help me expand my existing palette. So I don't really have many that overlap with my new colors. I've skipped most blues and greens because I don't reach for them that much, and if I ever need them, I have them from other brands. If you are interested in their toxicity, you can find the material datasheet on their website, and I put the link on my blog post as well. But they are considered non-toxic and you don't need to wear gloves with them. I normally do out of habit and because of how messy oil pastels are in general, but I try to reuse them. If there's anything in particular that you'd like to know that I haven't talked about, feel free to ask in the comments. I just find them to be a great product overall. Of course, none of this is sponsored, and I bought them all open stock over time. I usually paint by grabbing the color that I need, regardless of the hardness, so I always mix brands. But for this demonstration, I wanted to make a painting exclusively with them, just to show you that brands don't really matter that much, and that you can do good work with pretty much anything that you have. I've read online many times this advice of first working with harder oil pastels and then working your way up to the creamier ones. So for example, starting with Neocolor or Mungyo and then end up with Sennelier. But I honestly don't think this is necessary at all, and I have never done it. I don't think it's important. Of course, if you want to paint with a harder pastel over a thick layer of a creamy oil pastel, some of that pastel is gonna be dragged out, but that's common sense, and it will happen even if the thick layer is made with Mungios. Like, the more you work with oil pastels, you just get a feel of the things you can do. The painting I'm showing you here is very loose and very small, unlike what I always preach here when it comes to working with oil pastels. That I always say work bigger because it's easier, and it is, but as long as you don't attempt to add a lot of details, any size can work. You can see that her face is mostly flat and the features are defined with minimal strokes. And I'm not sure I would be able to make them accurately this tiny with the tip of an oil pastel, so to make them I helped myself with paper stamps. And that's it. That's all I have for you today. So let me know if there's anything else you would like to know about them, and have a lovely day. Bye bye.